Name is Ryan Leake. I hail from San Diego, California. I graduated from the University of California, San Diego with a degree in biology and been at Santa Clara. This is my first year. I'm working as the strength and conditioning coordinator and also director of kind of athletic performance, and really excited. Well, my goal and main responsibility would be to kind of oversee the overall wellness of the team. Not just from a strength and conditioning aspect, but also nutrition, mental health, mental strength, making sure that they show up mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy to play and to perform every day on the field. So it's a lot more encompassing than a traditional strength and conditioning program would be. A lot of times you go to programs and strength and conditioning means the only guy working with them is a strength and conditioning coordinator in the weight room, and you're just loading up heavy weight and working really hard on breaking a sweat in a weight room. But my goal is to kind of make them break a mental sweat, make them break an emotional sweat a little bit per se, and get them thinking on different levels than just the surface of being big and strong and physical. In order to be a successful athlete, you have to be, I believe, more mentally tough than you are physically tough. And that's kind of a traditionalist way of thinking that's hard to break them away from, hard to break athletes away from. But I think once guys kind of accept that there's more to performance than just how much you lift and how fast you can run, then I think they've taken the first step towards becoming a better athlete. So that's my goal here, is to kind of change the mindset and change the culture of strength and conditioning and make it a more all-encompassing type atmosphere, more all-encompassing type topic. So guys look at me and can ask me questions about what they're putting into their bodies, how their bodies are moving, how their minds are working, and we can take it to a different level, kind of maybe create a whole new position out there for college athletics. I played for two different schools, played at University of Nevada for 2 years and then transferred into UC San Diego for Coach O'Brien. I played a couple of years overseas in Europe and was really introduced to the mental aspects of performance when I came to UC San Diego, or when I went to UC San Diego. And never was really exposed to any of that in my time previously as an athlete. And I kind of felt the rewards my junior year, which would be my second year at UC San Diego, and I always felt that what I learned throughout that year and throughout the next year, I had some struggles and didn't quite have the same mentality. That I just really took a liking to the mentality behind sporting, or behind athletics, took a liking to trying to prepare the mind more so than the body, because I was always really good at preparing my body. I was always really good at working out, really good at eating, but I wasn't always good about making sure I was mentally healthy. And so that's one thing that I really have been, I think, good at developing in athletes, is making sure that they learn to like themselves more so than just liking how they lift weights or liking how they play, but learning that it doesn't really matter if you fail once. You can get up and do it again and learn to be successful from your failures. So that's something that I didn't do very well as an athlete, is I didn't deal with failures very well, and I always expected perfection. But as we've talked about already as a program, guys who learn to deal with their failures and turn them into successes are the ones who are going to be the most consistent. So that's why I think what I'm doing, helping out with overall performance, is a big help, and the more all-encompassing approach rather than just strength and just conditioning is making sure that mind is strong and conditioned and ready for those failures. So I think coaches kind of enjoy to a degree teaching things they were good at, and I kind of find the opposite is true for me, in that I really enjoy teaching things that I wasn't good at. And that would be the mentality of the game. In baseball, it can beat you up, it can beat you into a bloody pulp if you let it. But once you learn to kind of control what you're able to control, and you can dictate how you think and how you react to failures, you're going to be putting yourself in a good position to succeed.